Hi, Jamie. Nice to have you with me this morning. We'll just wait another minute and hopefully we'll have some more people jump on with us. Just a few days till Christmas. I think I'm pretty much ready, or at least on schedule, I'll say. I do have a few more cards I need to get out. They are made, but I will look at those this evening and finish those. They might not arrive on time, but I think people will understand that it's a busy time for the Postal Service and they'll be happy to get a handmade card at any time. Hi, Jill. Hi, Mary Lou and Susan. My gifts are wrapped and under the tree. I think I want to go back to our stocking tradition too. I haven't done that since I moved to Columbus, but I'm feeling like I missed that tradition. So if you have ideas for stocking stuffers for young adults, male and female, I would appreciate any ideas, because I might run out and do that tomorrow. And the girls and I are going to do a little baking this afternoon. And I need to make my grocery list. So I'll get that done tomorrow as well. And then I'm ready. And I'll probably, haven't decided if I'm taking off work on Wednesday or not. I might be in the Stampin' studio a little bit. We'll see. Depends on what my girls are up to. But I'll definitely be taking off Thursday, Friday, and probably Saturday, Sunday too. So I'm trying to get some blog posts in and things like that. I've got lots of projects to show, but I need to snap some pictures and get to work putting those into blog posts. A couple of reminders before we start. And today's project is going to be really fun because I'm going to have you create with me start to finish. And it's just a neat fun fold card that I received yesterday or this week. So I will show that to you and then demonstrate to you how I case a card and make it my own and do the measurements, things like that. So a couple reminders before then. We are into the last 2 to 3 weeks of our Handmade for You holiday catalog. Most things in here will go away as of January 4th. So if you have not gotten everything you want from it, I suggest you do that very quickly. Anything in here that is retiring, and there are lots of things that are retiring, those retiring products are available while supplies last only. So there are a few things that sold out, but most are still available at this point. In addition to that, many of these products are on sale. So if you go to my website, www.maryknabe.stampinup.net, and in the top bar, look for the words, I believe it's sales and promotion. If you click on that, or hover over it, and a little drop-down menu comes, and you want to click on year-end closeout. That will show you everything that is retiring that is still available, as well as if it's discounted or not. And there are many items that are discounted. Lots of the dies, which if you buy the dies that are marked 30% off and the coordinating stamp set, it ends up being less than our usual bundle price that saves you 10%. There are some designer series papers on sale, lots of embellishments and ribbons and trims on sale, kits on sale. The tag kit is half off. The Christmas countdown kit is half off. You cannot beat $15. So even if you have your projects finished for this year, you might want to consider purchasing some of those things that are on sale now to give you a head start for next year's holiday season. In addition to that, the first round of mini catalogs and celebration brochures have gone out from Stampin' Up! For my customers who made a purchase with me since January. You were on that list. So if you have not received your catalog yet, it should be coming from Stampin' Up! If you don't have one by the end of the month, let me know and I will send one from my home. A copy of each of those from my home. If you are not currently working with a demonstrator, I would love to earn your business. And the first thing I can do to earn your business would be to send you some complimentary catalogs. So you just have to message me your full name and your mailing address and request catalogs. I'll send you the 2 newest catalogs. And if you need a big annual catalog, I'm happy to include that as well. You just have to let me know. So let's get on to today's projects. I'm going to show you 2 things I received, and this is where my inspiration is coming for today's project. Okay, I'm just going to flip my camera around, so give me a few seconds here. I have to flip this, and come on. I'm not sure why it's not flipping the other way. Come on. Okay, then I flip that. And then I pull it from one stand to the other. Oh no, come on. Okay, there we go. Not too bad of a transition. So in the mail last week, I got a package from my upline, Susie Brunk, my direct upline, and then one upline over that who, so Susie Brunk, my direct upline, and Sherry Parker, her upline. And in it came this little canvas, framed canvas on a small easel. Let's see if I can. So it stands up like that. Okay. And it's just a little, I don't know, maybe 4-inch canvas from a craft store. And then they inked up the sides and decorated the front. And it just stands as a nice little decoration in my Stampin' studio. And it used one of my favorite suites of all time, the Brightly Gleaming. And last week I even used this designer series paper in by Facebook Live. I believe it was Friday, as well as my Thursday evening team virtual party. And we made some fun star memory books. If you haven't checked it out, be sure to go to my blog, stampinpeace.com, and you will find those there. But it's gorgeous, gorgeous paper. I was so glad they brought it back this year because I used it a lot last year and I've enjoyed it again this year, and I know many other people have. In addition, I received these holiday rhinestones, which are just gorgeous, 5 colors. And these are still available, I believe. And then I also got this beautiful fun fold card from Susie. Opens like that. So today I'm chosen a completely different suite, one that is in the new mini catalog and includes all kinds of fun products. And honestly, I don't remember the name of the suite all of a sudden. Garden, I don't know. I can't remember. But anyways, it includes this stamp set. It actually includes 2 bundles. The Dragonfly bundle, and it has a wonderful punch that punches out. Let me grab it. I didn't pull it out because I wasn't sure I was going to use it today. But so this is one bundle that's included, and you know we all love our punches. There is another bundle with that sweet Garden Wishes, and then it cuts out the dandelions and leaves and all kinds of fun things. It even has this little, I guess, I don't know what to call it, swirly thing that kind of shows the path of the pieces of dandelion that you would blow and would float through the air. I think that is so fun. And then some fabulous embellishments. Look at this Mossy Meadow braided linen trim. It is fabulous. You can see I've already used a lot of it. These darling little ladybug embellishments. They're metal and they're so super cute. And then, of course, my favorite, you know, is designer series paper. I'll pull some out and we'll just get a little quick tip or quick look. Okay. So now I'm going to show you how I go about casing or copying a card to share. And this one is simple. I don't need to guess measurements because I can measure them right here. Of course, it's so much easier to case a card that you have versus one that you see on Pinterest or a blog or Facebook picture or something like that. And but usually it's easy to get cutting dimensions and things from the demonstrator or the person sharing it. But this is what I'm going to do. So we're going to make this fun fold card, and we're going to start. I'm going to give you some choices of colors here, and from the color selection that you give me in the comments, I will pull designer series papers from this packet of the Dandy Garden DSP to use on this card, and I'll be choosing 2 different patterns. So I'm going to suggest Blackberry Bliss. That's that deep purpley color. Blackberry Bliss, Bumblebee, Mossy Meadow, Misty Moonlight, and Calypso Coral. So go ahead and comment on there, and I'll look at the first few and see what the consensus is in terms of the color, and then we'll pull our designer series paper and we'll get our measurements for our card base. There's always that little lull between me speaking and doing and what you are seeing or I am seeing on my computer. Oh, look at those. The first 2 that came in are Blackberry Bliss. And can I just say, I think that's funny because as I'm looking at all of these, for some reason today I'm like, oh, I feel like I'm in a Blackberry Bliss mood, but I'll see what they choose. First 3 people. Okay, so let's pull out some DSP. You can see I've already used a lot of this. So there's one Blackberry Bliss. Let's see what else I have in here as far as Blackberry Bliss. That's the same. Here's one. And then some of the prints include Blackberry Bliss on it as well. Let's see what else I have here. It's the same. Okay, I think I've really got them all. That one's larger print, but I want to use a smaller print. Okay, so we'll work with these. I have to say my team has been sharing more on our team Facebook group. Dana Campbell made a wonderful simple thank you card with this print last week for our challenge, and I want to case that and make it. And then I also, there were also some fun cards made by, oops, I think I threw the one down there. Laura Newman, using some new product that she just put some darling cards on there with the darling donkey, and used a free celebration paper that you all will be able to get in January. And it just struck me, and I got an idea of a scrapbook layout, so I'm going to be casing that. So definitely I'm in the mood for some casing. So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to make my base Blackberry Bliss. So what I'm going to do is flip this over, grab my handy tool here, and I'm going to measure my base. And it is 9 1/4 inches by 4 1/4. 9 1/4 by 4 1/4. So pull in. Paper trimmer. I'm going to line that up at 4 1/4. And remember, because I'm cutting this in half, 4 1/4, it's easy to make 2, right? And then by 9 1/4. So you can either subtract the 9 1/4 from 11-inch length and cut off the difference, or you can open up the arm of your paper trimmer and cut it this way. Now, we want to take a look at the score lines. So again, using my handy tool here, I can see that the first score line was made at 1 7/8 inches. And then it looks, I like to measure both. Sometimes they look alike, but they may be very close, not the same. So each one is scored at 1 7/8 inch from each end. Okay, 1 7/8 inches from each end. So I'll do that now. Oops, darn it, I cut it. This type of card is called a split panel card. Split panel card. Okay. Now, when this card is finished, it will be a standard size card base. So 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Therefore, we know the insert of our card will be 5 1/4 by 4 inches as usual. Okay, so I have that ready. I'm not going to stamp on it just yet. Now I need to decide, and you can help me with this. We'll do 1, 2, 3. Okay, so DSP 1, 2, or 3. What pieces or which DSP should I use on the top and bottom? So again, this is the card that we're casing. And I want you to help me choose the DSP to use on the top and bottom. Good morning, Amy and Patty. I thought I saw somebody else jump on. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you all. If you would be so kind as to share, that would be awesome with you. Welcome, Sylvia. So it looks like I got a 2 and some 3s. Wait a couple more seconds to see if somebody enters their choice of DSP for the top and bottom panels. Got a 2, a 2, a 3, a 3. Joyce says 2 and 3. Okay, let's do this. Let's go with the 3. And for these, I need them to be, better double check my measurements, 4 inches by, let's see, it's 1 7/8, so a quarter less than that would be 1 5/8. So 4 inches by 1 5/8. And we got another 2. Okay, 4 inches by 1 5/8. Move these so I don't get adhesive on them. Do you all know why I have the silicone mat down here? This is because if you put your paper on the silicone mat when you're adding adhesive, if you run off the paper, that goes right on the mat and it's not even sticky on here. But if you do it on your paper, it ruins your DSP or your grid paper, whatever you're using, or your regular desk liner. I shouldn't say ruins, it gets sticky and tacky. You can clean your desk mat, but your paper it can ruin. Plus it just gets sticky and icky and then it can transfer to the rest of your project. Whereas if you have it here, that doesn't happen. You can even put hot glue on this, and when it dries, it peels right off. Okay. Now we're going to need this top piece. And this, again, measures 4 1/4 by 1 3/4. 4 1/4 by 1 3/4. And I'll cut that. Four 1/4 by 1 3/4. And really, you could make this piece, you could easily change the dimensions on this piece if you wanted to. And that may be determined by the either the DSP you're using or if you're stamping on it, that sort of thing. Okay, so now I'm looking to see what's on the back here because those are choices as well. So we have 1, 2, and 3, or we can flip them over and have A, B, C. I'm going to recommend that we not use A because well, I guess we could. And then punch. I'll let you decide. A, B, C, or 1, 2, 3. And that's for this additional piece here. Remember too, fun fold cards can be thick. Okay, I see some bees here. So flip over. Oh, the yellow, the bumblebee. I think that would be cute. And others are saying 1 and 2. You know what? We just might have to make a second card because the choices are so, and the possibilities are so great. I'm going to go with B because that's what I saw first here. Yeah, the first 2 were B's. So this was 4 1/4 by 1 3/4. So I'm going to make this 4 by 1 1/2. This is a designer series paper that's just bright and fun for spring and summer. or even in the winter when the days are cold and gray here in the Midwest, and we're hoping for warmer days. Oh, and by the way, happy winter solstice. Today is the longest day of the year. Oftentimes I find myself dreading this day when it gets dark at 5 o'clock, but today I'm not. And part of the reason is I've just had such wonderful Christmas spirit this year, and feel good in every way. And I think the other reason is somebody reminded me that today, approximately 1 hour after dark, we may be able to see what people are calling the Christmas star. So I'm hoping it's going to be clear here in Central Ohio this evening so that we can see that beautiful bright star. And, so there are some advantages to it being the shortest day of the year. All right, so I'm going to put this in place now, and we can decide how we're going to decorate that more, or if we want to. In fact, I have an idea. I'm going to actually pop this up off the main card base with some dimensionals. That looks good. Oops. Did you see what I did wrong? Katie, you are absolutely right. I think it would be wonderful to see that, what people are calling the Christmas star. I would love to see that tonight. Christmas is the season of hope. And I just think it would be a neat symbol of that people can really use right now. Many people are hurting in a lot of different ways, and it's been a tough year. I just think it would be awesome. So I'm counting on it. I'm hoping, keeping my fingers crossed. I even set my alarm on my phone. Yeah, Amy, I noticed before somebody said something. How are you going to open that? So yes, you only want your adhesive on the very top. Now I think I'm going to pull in my dragonfly punch and punch out the sweet guy. Should we do the blue one or the yellow? The Misty Moonlight dragonfly or the Bumblebee dragonfly? I'll let one of you decide. And then we will get ready to do some stamping. Oh, Katie says the purple, the Blackberry Bliss. Okay, I will do that, but I'm going to trim around this other one. So number one, I can reach the Blackberry Bliss one, and I'm not cutting into these other two that I might use on a project later. Okay, now you see it cuts out two at once, and look what's on the back of this. A little Blackberry Bliss dragonfly came with it, so I'm going to use that as well. Why not, right? Don't forget, when you use up all those dimensionals and you have those edges, just pull them apart or snip them and use those too. Nothing, you don't want it to go to waste. Let's snip a real little one here for this little dragonfly. Cute. Okay, now help me choose a sentiment. Again, both of these stamp sets are included with this suite. And I basically want something that's going to either fit right in here. I think it's a little crooked. There we go. Fit right in here. And then I can also stamp something at the bottom when I open the card. Any thoughts? Wishing you all the best. Oh, mama and baby. I got that now. Okay, wishing you all the best. Let's see how that fits. This is not mounted, but that's not a problem. Here it is. In fact, I can quickly show you how to mount your rubber stamp for those of you who may have questions about that. You just pull off the backing of your rubber stamp and then pull off the backing from the label. There is a slit right down the center of that helps you pull it off. And then I start by laying the edge of one end of the stamp down and then pressing the rest into place, matching up the edges of the rubber and the label. And I'm going to stamp with Blackberry Bliss. A lot of times it's a good idea to stamp on some scrap paper first, just like that. And then I also like to stamp along the edge to see if it's straight or not when I line it up with the edge. So you can see it's not quite, so I'm going to, this time I'm going to raise up the right edge, the right side just a little bit, and I've got it straight. Okay. Oh, my favorite set of the new catalog. Let me think about that. Okay, I'm going to lift this up. I just kind of want an idea of where I'm stamping. You could even add this extra piece after you stamp if you feel better about that. That would make it easier. Okay, let's back. In fact, that's what I'm going to suggest. Oops, if you're doing this, let's make that change and stamp first. Again, you probably want a complete stamp, not something that's going to be partially covered. And then add the extra piece to it. That way, if you're off a little bit too, you can move this around. Yeah, I think giving that just a little more space is better. Has a better look to it. Okay. I think we should add a ladybug to this because it is so darn cute. So for me, the easiest way to add these ladybugs is to press it down onto a glue dot. And that glue dot just barely fits around the base of that ladybug. In fact, I'm going to add another one up closer to the head of the ladybug. And I think I will put it, oh gosh. Oh, I think I'll put it right here. I think that would be cute right there. Okay. How about stamping the envelope? I think we should stamp the envelope. So how about, oh, by the way, the silicone mat can also serve as a Stampin' Pierce mat for your photopolymer sets. But on this one, I'm thinking, because it's Make-A-Wish, I think we should add the dandelion. Do you know how to put more than one color onto your, that's right, no naked envelopes, Joyce. Do you all know how to put more than one color onto the same stamp? So I can show you that right now as well. There's a couple ways you can do it, actually. Let me grab, need a larger block for this guy. There's a couple ways you can do this. I'll show you two ways. The first way is to use a Stampin' Write marker. These are our water-based markers. This technique really does not work well with the Stampin' blends because of how quickly those alcohol inks dry. But it does work well with the Stampin' Write markers. Now let me see. I don't have, do I have a Whisper White? Well, we're going to do it this way first. And I'll do it a couple envelopes to show you. Because the white is not going to show on the white envelope anyways. I suppose we could use a very, very light gray, maybe smoky slate. And I like to extend my stamp a little bit beyond the envelope. So that's how you get two colors on one stamp. Let me quickly show you the other way. This way uses sponge daubers. And so here's Blackberry Bliss, and here's Mossy Meadow. And for this way, you may get a little bit more of a subtle look using the sponge daubers. But let's take a look. Okay, I clean the ink off this with my Simply Chamois. Scoot these over so don't make a mess. And just put ink on your sponge dauber. And then add it to your stamp. And then the same thing with the other color. Just ink up your dauber and sponge it onto your card. You might want to huff on it. That kind of remoistens the ink. And there you have it. So you can see this is a little more subtle than that. The other thing is here, the ink is a little more even. Whereas you can see here, I probably pressed a little harder or went over these areas a little bit more with my marker. But those are two great ways to use two colors, or more than one, I should say more than one color, two or more colors on one single ink. A lot of times people like to do that with sentiments as well. Maybe helping one of the words stand out by making it a different color. And this one is going to be easy because I'm using both dark colors, so I can just stamp it, but then go over it with my Blackberry Bliss. One thing to note about coloring sentiments with your markers, when the letters are small, it's easy to get too much ink in there. You know what, I'll just stamp it on the back of this and we'll see how it looks. Okay. You know, or maybe do one color in the bumblebee. It's bright, make it stand out more. Okay, so there you got a quick tip too on using multiple colors on the same stamp. Question, I want to say there was a question here. Oh, the blocks, the colored blocks. The only reason I have washi tape around my colored blocks is for me to easily identify them. Sometimes I have people come to Stamp, have open craft days where customers at my home, so customers bring their own projects to work on, but I also let them borrow my non-consumables, like my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, my dies, my punches, things like that. If they forget their clear blocks, I can loan them my clear blocks, but at the end of the day, it's easy to tell who they belong to. So that's the reason for the washi tape on the clear blocks. I'm going to scroll back and make sure I did not miss any other questions. Oh, my favorite set out of the new catalog. Oh, that's funny because I had a Facebook Live meeting with a few team members last night. We're working on a virtual Saturday event like we had similar to World Card Making Day in October. And I got their ideas and jotting notes of what they were going to be doing. And then they asked me, well, what sticks out for me? What stands out for me? What's my favorite? And it's very hard. And unfortunately, I'm not allowed to show you the inside of the catalogs just yet. I have to wait till January 5th when they go live. What I can tell you is just looking at the front here, Celebration, we have 4 choices of designer series papers. Now, the strawberry one, the berry one, is part of a bundle, Berry Blessing stamp set and the DSP with a $100 order. But I love that. I absolutely do believe that is my favorite in the Celebration brochure. And one of the main reasons is, number one, I love both of the products in that bundle, but an even bigger reason is there is a stamp set, an additional stamp set and bundle, an additional bundle, a stamp set and a punch. I believe it's called Strawberry. I just used it yesterday. Strawberry Blessings, maybe. Or Sweet Strawberry. That's what it is. The Sweet Strawberry bundle in the mini catalog. And all 4 of those products coordinate amazingly. And I have so enjoyed playing with that, which I just did a little bit this weekend. This suite, again, I can't show you the inside, and I did make in November, I did a Facebook Live where I showed you how to make a wine bottle tag, and then I made a coordinating birthday card for my daughter. That came from the Fine Art Gallery suite, and I have to say, this I love as well. Absolutely love it. But, oh gosh, let me flip through this really quickly. In here is a stamp set called Heal Your Heart. Love it, love it, love it. All sentiments, great for thinking of you and encouragement, things like that. In this one, there is a stamp set called Happy Thoughts, and I feel the same way about that one. It's all sentiments. And again, there's a variety of things in that one. Thank you, birthday, thinking of you, but again, it's about sending positive thoughts, happy thoughts to people. Let me flip through this really quick. So those are a couple of my highlights. Oh, some cute things for kids. The kangaroo, the shark, and the crocodile. 3 different stamp sets that are awesome for little ones or babies. We have 2 great kits coming. A project kit, which is primarily birthday cards, and congratulations if I remember correctly. And then also the all-inclusive kit called Hello, Dear Friend. Bright, beautiful flowers and die cuts. Love it. Got it, but I haven't had time to play with it. As I said last week, I've been working hard to finish up Christmas, and then Also, of course, doing Facebook Lives and blog posts and things. So I haven't had as much time to play with my new product as I wanted at this point. But I definitely will be over, hopefully a little bit later this week, maybe Wednesday, and then after Christmas as well. I hope you have enjoyed today's project. And I feel like, you know what, it's Christmas, it's the season of hope, it's the season of giving. So how many of you would love to win the Holiday Rhinestone Basic Jewels? I feel like giving this away. This was sent to me and they're lovely and I know I would use them and enjoy them, but in the spirit of Christmas, in the season of giving, I would like to give these away. So all you have to do is comment now the words holiday rhinestone. Okay, holiday rhinestones. Anybody who comments holiday rhinestones now in the comments will have the opportunity to win this. Okay, I see lots of me's and I would. Let me think. Okay, so comment the words holiday rhinestones and I will draw a winner from those that do that. Also, if you participated in last week's 5 days of birthday giveaways, don't worry, Joyce. Spelling doesn't count. This is not a spelling test. Aren't we glad? And sometimes, you know what? Spell check, you spell something right and spell check, or what is it? Autocorrect will change a word on you. And I'm like, wait, that's not what I said. That's not what I wanted. But anyways, if you participated in the 5 days of birthday giveaways last week, be sure to check out the winners. I think by now all of the winners for the 5 days, for the 5 prizes, have know who they are. So those have all gone in the mail on Saturday, I believe. One went yesterday. The last one went out yesterday. Okay. All right. Thanks for spending part of your Monday with me. I'm not sure if I'm doing a Facebook Live on Wednesday evening yet. We'll just play it by ear. We'll wait and see. Because, of course, if I have the opportunity to spend time with my family, I choose to do that, especially with a holiday. But do look for some Facebook posts and new blog posts this week. And I am excited about working with new product to show you in the coming weeks as we anticipate our new mini catalog and our celebration brochure. Have any of you watching that are customers of mine, have you received your catalogs yet? Joyce and Amy and Sylvia, you would have been on that list too for the first round. Okay, have a great week. No, Sylvia, you haven't gotten yours yet. Joyce, no? Okay. Stampin' Up! Said they started sending them out on the 9th. If you don't receive yours by the end of the month, please let me know and I will send you one from my home. But I know that we're just trying to be patient because post offices are very backed up right now. But hopefully it won't be long till you get yours. And of course, when they say they start sending them on the 9th, I know that probably also means they go out in batches. Okay. Karen, I will look and see if you were on that list. Let me write this down because if not, I will. And Karen, you're not working with another demonstrator? Because if you're not and you need catalogs, I'm happy to send those to you. But I'll look to see, Karen, if you were on that list. And if not, I will drop them in the mail to you. All right, have a good day. Happy Monday. Happy winter solstice. Try to step outside approximately 1 hour after dark and see if you can see the Christmas star. I'm planning on doing that and hoping and praying and crossing my fingers that we will get to see that tonight here in Central Ohio. Have a great day. I will connect with you very soon. Bye-bye.